Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Old World Blues. This is Rocky Mountain High, recent update, and we are going to play some Doki Doki, which is also Robot City. Hope you're all doing well today. We're going to play on normal. This is going to be probably a quick one because there's not too many items on their focus tree, so it's going to be a lot of jump cut kind of things. But yeah, so brief history of Doki Doki. In 2068, the holodisc game Doki Doki was released in foreign markets by an American publisher. It was primarily a dating simulator game focused around a relationship with the eponymous Doki. That's me. That's in purple. I can hardly see it. One such individual within Liberty, Colorado, ended up acquiring a copy, but it didn't install until after the bombs had already dropped, leaving the game on for almost 2 centuries. That could be an issue. Great thing is it's called the Machine Commune, that Robot City, so you'll randomly get manpower and you'll get random robots that'll show up. So it helps you a little bit, but it does screw up your attack, your defense, and your justifying. But it's a beacon to robots from across the wasteland who seek fellowship and camaraderie. Even robo-scorpions are welcome, so long as they follow the rules. City of Vagrants means lower research, but we'll get through that. Scrap bots. So they like you to use in this the cheapest, like earliest robots and what you could do to get started. There are different points of this, so I'll get through it. So it's right here, Robot City, right above Maxon Expedition, next to Hand Dogs and under Iron Alliance. Your biggest threat in the beginning is going to be Maxon, and then Hand Dogs or Warden, depends the thing, and then finally Linnaeus and Iron Alliance. So, Average Joe, let's go. Hope you're all doing well. Please like and subscribe. I hope I can do this well. It might work out, it might not work out. We will see. But yeah, so Doki Doki out of an old ass computer. Let's get our first one going. Your new best friend. Very quick, the story of Doki Doki and the game's purpose. Hi there, I'm Doki Doki. Pleased to meet you. And you get your events, your new best friend. Let's get research going. So, of course, tool procurement, industry planning, and construction. And then we'll top it off with automation, because it doesn't damage us in any way. It just improves our production efficiency cap and our reliability. So next one, start building civilian, and then we'll start doing military factories after that. 3 military factories. We got scrap bots already selected, so now we'll do CNC scrap bots. Up that to that. Dockyards, don't care. Grab all the divisions. Right click. Give them to Moo. If you remember that guy's in Fallout 76. I didn't get very far in that game because it kept crashing on me, but that was in the early. Who knows? But controlled by Moo plus Billie Jean, the Raider Queen. Not my lover. Alright, do not update them to commercial protectrons. You'll lose all the benefits you had from the scrap bots. You want scrap bots in the beginning. This is my understanding of playing Robot City now in the new update, is you need to use the scrap bots defensively. It's not going to work out offensively because they're just too weak. And you need to not adjust the basic unit yet, because you need to get as many units as possible, because you're either going to have to deal with this or you're going to have to deal with this, and eventually you'll have to deal with this plus this. So there you go. I'm going to be probably defensive during this one. I gotta stop. I so automatically want to click that, and I gotta stop doing that. And decisions-wise, we just have our basic mods that I've always added onto it, which is factory purchase and a few other things, quality of life and settlement building. Other than that, pretty simple. So let's go. I hope you guys enjoyed Lost Hills. I enjoyed making that. That was a really long series. I still am working on a new Nuka-Cola video. It's taken me a bit. Screw you guys, I'm not giving you tribute. It's so automated. So let's keep going. Alright, Billie Jean, the Raider Queen. Billie Jean was born in a brothel, the daughter of the working woman who kept her in an attic and far away from the eyes of patrons. Though she was beloved by the staff, it was a few and far between that she was ever able to see the world. Her mother would spend the free money she had on trinkets and gadgets for Billie Jean to use her book-earned brilliance on, all in the hope of her daughter maybe finding a better life than she's ended up living. Eventually, the brothel was attacked by a gang of raiders, the Suits. She fled, taking with her everything she could, making her living by hacking into the machines and using them to get away. Eventually, she found her way to Robot City, and upon hacking Doki's system, actually befriending the little bastard. Now, she does her best by the machines in the city, gathering what remains of her past. She can all to live long while. With any luck, she may be able to find her mother. Perhaps I could be of some assistance. That purple color is really hard to see sometimes. Maybe it's just my degrading eyes, possibly. I do have... Yeah, I need to pull them out if things get bad. I have glasses that should, if I'm playing a long game, it should help me here. I did it for Lost Hills. It does fuck with the color a little bit, but whatever. New best friend. In 2068, the holodisc named Doki Doki was released. Foreign markets. That's I think that's katakana. Yeah. Probably Doki Doki. Foreign markets by an American publisher. It was primarily a dating simulator game focused around a relationship with the epitome Doki. That's me. One such individual within the Liberty, Colorado, ended up acquiring a copy, but it didn't install until after the bombs had dropped, leaving the game on from a 2nd century. The city did not sleep. However, for a while it became population of... Hey, shouldn't I be the one deciding that? As a little character. Raiders? Or Civilian Workshop? I would go Raiders. Skip tutorial. Oh yeah, also something with the new update is instead of caps for this area, you get computer chips as your currency. It's also the same for, I think, some of these guys. Which is cool. Next one. Argos. Argos, my best friend. He came as a wanderer, made a wonder, and left like it was nothing. He was so cool. If you remember Argos, that's more related to Diane over of twin mothers. Continue on. And we'll quick react to whatever front opens first. But we're building that. We're actually going to start training. Argos, the adventure machine. Eventually traveling a robot named Argos came to Liberty, whereupon they stumbled across a terminal with Doki on it. Amused, he spent the time tinkering with it, giving her sentience so that he could actually have something to talk to. The two became quick friends, with Doki learning how to open movies and other applications within the terminal she had hosted on. When Argos left, it was a sudden overnight. Doki had no idea why her friend had gone. Was it her, or did something happen to him? Whatever the case, she wasn't going to just sit around and find out. He's my best friend. I won't let his memory die. So you get higher decryption and diplomacy defense. Source of the signal. Out there on the edge of Colorado, a small signal came out to the world. And once we get our first political power, we're going to probably give us an advisor that increases political power gain. When Doki began the search, she started simply broadcasting a signal using her terminal. To her surprise, several other robots arrived, and then more, and she realized between iteration 25 and iteration 26 that she lucked out tremendously. She began communicating and interfacing with the other machines, getting them to help build miscellaneous things around Liberty, including upgrading the nearby radio tower, broadcasting a signal further around the wastes. The name Robot City came up at some point and it stuck with her as a simple and fun option. In her pursuit for Argos, she was immediately driven, but when emotion kept her going, it was probably loss. I would think that. War support or stability. I love, because I want the stability. Alright, so we have two options going over here. Our place in Colorado, which really doesn't help us anything right now. But right over here, because we can build factories from decisions. They sure are weird, but they're mine. Possessive robot, which probably makes sense. Yeah, so we also have the intelligence, because I did that DLC that gives us agents, so I'll have to prepare for that eventually. But we'll see if this... Yeah, continue on. We'll get there. So our whole idea is we're going to expand as fast as humanly possible, getting as many robot divisions as possible, and then we're going to fill them up. We're going to be ready for defensive all the way. Robotics advancements. I want development of factories before I go over to increasing the reliability of said robots. Because if I have more robots before I give them their upgrades. Robotic advancements. I bet if we start doing some crazy stuff, we'd figure out how to make more of ourselves. Let's do it. Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, we're gonna get all the... You scavenge all the parts you need to make more robots? Sure. Robo calling! Today was marked by the arrival of many wayward robots. This was the most offensive to the ears out of any so far. Made up entirely of iBots that were all tuned to different radio stations. Dozens of post-war talk shows, pre-war music radio, advertisements, static, you name it. The iBots together made something of a hellish symphony, and one of the first things the Dennis's Robot City did was turn many of their speakers off for them. With that horrible noise died down, it was decided that having iBots around could certainly be useful. Messaging couriers, moving radios, a particularly old robot even started to experiment with the idea of communicating through them, but why on earth would you need to do something like that? I don't know. Cell phones? So we get 75 iBots, which are good. Very good. Because these guys have CNC attachments. See, we're already almost there on our first division. We're going to fill up to 20 and proceed from there. Once we get 20, then I'll start filling up the divisions. And then after that's done, we'll start upgrading them. So, proceeding from here, we'll go improvise tasks. Because you know damn well, if I just look here, we get construction, exploitation. That's all electronics there. So industry there. That's good. It means we're gonna get the highest just right out of the bat. Work assignments and woodworking. Tried and true, for me at least. Robotic advancements. Did I read this one? Yeah, I did. So, we want to get arms workshops out immediately. And military industry wood? Shut up, nobody cares. We want to know what's good for us. Oh, I didn't mean any offense. Wait a second. Who are even you? Where are you talking from? Some questions are better left unanswered. So, it's Doki Doki interacting with HOI4. Or the narrator. So, we get 2 arm workshops and 2 building slots for those arm workshops. Too bad it's not like a casino. We need robot casinos. That's what we need. So it's Doki Doki running a pachinko casino. If you ever heard of pachinko, fucking terrible. People lose all their money on that shit. We'll train them all at once. Actually, here, let's train these guys now. It's fine. It won't lose too many robots. We'll just be negative for a little bit, but we'll be fine. Hey, we got our first one. So let's get... where is it? I think it's down here. Political power gain plus from Zemo ZG-0. The picture is off, but let's just say they're from TV Town. Just call it that. He's just a very well-preserved TV Town actor. A runner! That got away. Who is Maxon is coming for me? That was quick. All right, this will be over quickly, maybe. Especially if they don't open up. I might have to defend Robot City. So what's going to happen is we're going to... Our big project will be to set up defenses around Robot City and cover that. As long as we hold Robot City, we're alive in the game. Really does suck. Okay, we're going to stop training just in case they start their crap now. Let's get another little bit of both worlds. Okay, that was weird. Long story short, I'm doing this now. Let's get a little bit of both. You're wasting time otherwise, I think, anyway. I think it's because they're arguing with the narrator. And we're going to set these guys up right here so they immediately go to both sides. Stop that one. And stop that one. We're just going to build here and then do these because we need to set up our defenses right the frick away. I'm already seeing the issue here because this hasn't happened before. Usually Maxon and Scorpion Bite go at each other and then Hand Dogs will have their internal conflict, and then they'll both part their attention on me before Caesar shows up. Or Linnea shows up. So we'll figure that out as we go. And this episode will be under 30 minutes because I want to be able to use subtitles. Alright. Solidifying an industry. We're done. Gee, that was quick. Wait, you mean we're not done? Dang, I mean, for you, that sucks. I get to sit here and watch you do it. That's kind of fun for me. I mean, it's a robot that is supposed to be has empathy, but is really a robot, so it doesn't really give a shit. Okay, that was done. Now let's get armor up and breakthrough up for these guys. That's 216 days. We're not doing that because we lose organization for them. So. Is there a way of changing this right now? There we go. It's a good song for this faction. There we go. Now you're going to go on this side. They're producing. See, we got 2.5 per day. They're starting. We're not doing anything yet. They could attack. They could lose. All they want. Alright, next one. Military grade plating. Wow, even a missile didn't break it. I wish I could be missile proof. And if you think I don't need that, you'll be the first to go when I legalize the death penalty. I won't do that, but imagine. Haha. So we get scrap bots, get defenses and armor, and negative 10 attrition. I think that's good. So we're at 50, 51. So they're not doing very well. We've lost 0, they've lost 3. Usually when I assault someone, I lose a shit ton more men. What I want to do is I want to steal their crap. So, where's the other one that... junk rounds. I don't have enough. When I get enough command power, I'm gonna... so I can steal their crap. Alright. No, I don't have enough command power. Oh, no! I'm thinking I could move them over here. Jesus. How bad is that for me? They've lost 6. Okay. Now, when you look at their intel ledger, 1,000 extra manpower. So it's going to be a while before they drain their manpower. But as we go, my guys are going to get stronger and stronger while they're just going to get weaker and weaker. I'm going to start stealing their shit. Their assault failed. If you notice that it's draining pretty fast there. Whatever that is. Oh, the sun dogs are helping them. Little bastards. Okay, so we got that done. Let's get civilian industry. Despite our robotic nature, much as Robot City is sentient and as such prefers to have some kind of semblance and normality to their lives. For example, Godsmack, the Mr. Handyman, or Handy, who lives on the street corner, wants gloves for his arms. Why doesn't he want that? Because he's a free thinker, friend, and we support free thinkers around here. So. And there's people living there. You have a Brewster and McCook that has the Billy Jean's people. Broken Heart Gang. Alright, we got 100 here, so let's... Billie Jean the Raider Queen. I like that. So we get 15 breakthrough and 5+ defense. We're not breaking through anything yet. We're not doing that yet. We're a little busy. God, they are putting everything for that. That freaking Sundogs are really pushing into me. Mighty and despaired. Today we marked by the arrival of many wayward robots, this time by a cadre of sentry bots rolling towards town, tearing up long tracks of dirt with their massive wheels. Strange amongst the robots is that none of them could actually directly communicate. Any attempt to actually talk to them were met with standard phrases like, "Do not interfere with security operations," or "Situation normal, return to last patrol." Though curt as it were, they are clear that Robot City was their destination, as though it was second nature to sentry bots, settled into mobile units and defensive positions that they were built for the job, without a single meaningful word exchanged, more like lost souls had joined Robot City. All are welcome here. So we get either 50% chance for 50 Century 1 or 50% for 40 Mark 2s. Let's see what we got. There we go. We got the Mark 1s. Doesn't matter. That's fine. And I could... Well, when I have army experience, I'm going to start making heavy divisions. They're going to be my fists. Mailed fists. We're still producing units. They can't break through, thank God. They have a unit over here that's under-equipped right now. We got civilian industry. We could add support upgrades. See, we can't do these until we research CNC iBots and RoboBrains. But we could add breakthrough, and we could add defense. But I'm going to get these done over here eventually. So let me do this one, because that adds more robot research speed. Support upgrades. I think a good support upgrade would have to be more explosive and hateful protectrons. But my experts tell me that that's unsustainable. So... so suicide protectrons. Well, that would be, okay. You have to put wheels on them, because the way they walk, they take forever to walk over and go explode. Okay, let's keep going. want to at least get this beginning part done. And then we'll branch off to other researches. We've only lost 1 manpower. We've lost more robots, but 1 manpower as it is. The guy controlling with a little remote control. And they've lost 209. Which they get more of. They have 1,000. They have more. They're doing their recruitment crap, but it's not like I have the best. Oh, Warden's broken out. We'll see how well that goes. If they win that quickly, I'm probably stuck in a 2-front war, which looks like they're winning pretty quickly. I don't think they got enough of them on their side. Just watching this war play out. Okay. The Mechanists, the machines of the Mechanists. So this is the Fallout 4 person, not the Fallout 3 one. Even though Fallout 3 is currently, I don't know, is it really occurring right now? But when they do the East Coast rebirth, they kind of attach. I don't know if they're the same timeline. I don't know the years for 3 and New Vegas, so we could do combat upgrades, or we could start doing this. Protocols, programs, oh my. There are several protocols scattered within the ruins of the city. Scavenging for them will undoubtedly help rehabilitate many of our populations. Actually, I'll hold off on this. We'll do combat upgrades. We'll do something a little alt, and then we'll end this episode probably. Listening, between you and me, just put explosive rounds. Don't do anything else. It's all anyway. Just put some boomies in there and hope for the best. Did you really write boomies? Okay. That's kind of weird to read. Division organization plus 5%. Research speed plus 5%. Why is that 5.0 and that not a 5? Okay, whatever. I don't think they're going to last too long. They were able to kill, but they needed to get more units cut off over here to make this even. So. And they're at 323 loss. Scorpion Bite's eventually going to invade them, which, good for them. They've got 2 divisions from Lost Hills, 1 division from Sundogs. Linnaeus is already effing up the Summers Federation. He's going to go after the executives. And I'll tell you, the executives was freaking hard to win that little part. That took for so many tries. And I'll tell you, trying to be Blue Rose Society, even fucking harder. I got that one going. Alright, we're secure here, thankfully. They're just gonna keep losing guys to me. Which, whatever. Haha! You suck! Far from home, today was marked by the arrival of more wayward robots. At first they were mistaken for a pack of rad scorpions. Shit. Moving towards them. Town. But as they came into view, their bright red and yellow paint made them pretty clear that there were no regular scorpions. Apparently in the place called the Mojave, there lives a cadre of scientists squattered away with the rest of the world. One of them, Dr. Mobius, is a talented roboticist and has designed these scorpions to make up the bulk of his evil army. Not being particularly partial to evil, these robots managed to escape the Mojave and made their way here. Why would they come there? So you got a signal coming out of Robot City that overrides the control mechanisms of robots that were made isolated from Robco or any other robot graders? Okay. All are welcome here. We get scurry salvager bots. They're supposed to be rad scorpions, but they're salvager bots because I don't think... Are rad scorpions even in this freaking... Let's find out. Yeah, okay, so the deal with that is, why it says that, is this spot is scurry bots normally. Those little bots, I forgot which game had them. But the coding has Robo Scorpion, so when they talk about it, it's still a scavenger bot, but it's a Robo Scorpion in reality. So, hey, that means those guys actually go to. Those guys go to. Sorry. Yep, Scurrybot, but yeah, it's a little messed up. It's fine. All right, combat upgrades. That's done with. All right, so here I'm going to end this first episode here. So we have summarizing. Maxon Expedition is pushing up. Warden's about to get effed up because they just got some guys trapped. So Dog City's going to last for a little bit long, and then they're going to push on me or they're going to push on Scorpion Bite. Either of the two. So we'll have to deal with from there. Thank you so much for watching this first episode of Robot City of Doki Doki. Hope you have a good rest of your day. I'll see you guys next time. Please like, subscribe, comment, please. Anything you want to comment. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. Ta-ta.